Number one, what I want to teach you is build dam around your water fountain. If you did build a dam around your water fountain, build obviously a schleuse for your water to flow the default way as it did anyway. Then build another schleuse into the direction of the edge of the world for the bad water flood. If the bad water floods you, you obviously close these Schleuse and open up these Schleuse, and then all the bad water simply just is going to get deleted in this direction. I do not know why I built them here instead of here. That's kind of stupid now in retro's perspective, but whatever, doesn't matter. The next thing is, yes, you now have a water reserve here for dry time, for a dry season, but you should build a small water reserve for every part that you want to flood or water bewässern. Because if you have bad water, you cannot use this as water reserve because it's gonna flow out of the edge, out of the world, because the bad water. Also, you don't want to use the bad water. So I do plan to build a big water reserve here, a big water tank in the future here. And I will have enough water for any dry season or bad water flooding. Maybe what I'm thinking about is doing the same here later on, not right now. This should be enough for me to have enough green grass space, sorry. Yes, I'm still thinking if I want to redirect one stream of flow of water down here, but I think that shouldn't be necessary. The next thing I want to show you related to water is this. You can block your bad water fountain this way. Obviously, you don't have to wait until you got the seal or the seal plus pump. Yes, I will use it later on, but for now I sealed off like this for two reasons. First of all, it was the cheaper way to do it at the current time. Did not cost me a ton of materials. And the next thing is because I wanted to show you something else. Bad water is not bad. As the first thing that I wanted to show you was that you can easily block it. By blocking it, I unlocked all of this area. I'm gonna explain this part later on. I unlocked all of this area and could use it for whatever I want. I'm gonna come back to this later on. Oh yeah, one very important thing. Yes, water gets deleted if it touches the edge of the world. It's just gonna flow. You don't see it flowing, but it will flow in this direction and will delete itself. So if you want to redirect water, don't do me. The first thing that I did was just to block all this path and thought, oh yeah, the water is going to flow this stream down here, but it didn't, and I was like, why doesn't it? But now I know. The next thing about the bad water, it isn't so bad. It still is a stream of water, and you can still use it, except for the dry season, of course, to build a water wheel and use it for energy. I don't have much space for many water wheels. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe max if I make it more wider and such, but it would be too much of a hassle for me and not enough power as well, at least for me in my opinion. And that's why I'm not gonna do it. But if you don't have to block your water like I did on, because your map is way bigger and not that small as mine, you could obviously still harvest all that energy that the bad water can create. I'm still not a big fan on this map, even if I haven't blocked it, because it's like 1, 2, maybe 3-ish, and your workers would work through that stuff. I'm not sure yet if this can hurt you or not. I think they have to stay in here. Nonetheless, I just blocked it like this, and I'm pretty happy with that. Wait, hold on. Okay, this is gonna be nice if I'm gonna finish it. So these are the two things about the fountains. No, just gonna I'm gonna go over it again. Water fountain. One Schleuse to redirect bad water. One Schleuse to redirect it into a water reserve tank, whatever. Have one. Just make sure that you at least have one good water reserve. This now counts as a good water reserve as long as it's only a dry season, but with the bad water flooding, it's not. Bad water fountains aren't as bad as you think. Obviously, you can get bad water out of them with a bad water pump. You can simply block it and redirect it the way you want it, and you still can use it for the energy that it could technically create with water wheels. The next thing I want to show you, still two things, water related stuff. Oh yes, now it's finally happening. Oh my god. I did build these bases, platformen, on top these Deich blockades, because it already is starting to show what I want to show later on. If I build these, the water will start to rise, obviously, as high as I want it to. And with that, all of this space will become its own water reserve, its own water tank, kind of way. And that's actually pretty good. But obviously, this only works if you have enough space for dams. You could do all of this with the whole stream here, but then you cannot get the water. You cannot use it for the water wheels for energy, nor for food for aquatic farmhouses. But I still could do other stuff with this. Well, first of all of this is sacrificed for more water, which is, in my opinion, pretty fine and okay. But what I definitely do win, and is at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and so on more water blocks, even if I would have chosen to build only to build it on here. But I want to use all the water, all the volume, all the space for water if I can. So I choose to not try to save this little teensy tiny bit of space. I sacrificed it, aka reused it for just more space for water to be preserved. You have to be careful if you want to do this technique that your river is wide enough, because it doesn't work with the river like this. It doesn't work here. I can't not do what I did here, because I need at least well, I don't really need, but it simply has not big of a use if I would have done it here, because the water is going to block or not block itself if I build bases or Deiche here, blockades. Yeah, you know what I mean. But the next thing I want to tell you is, obviously I've now won all this green space. It currently is flooded. Yes, I see that, but it's all fine. It's not a big problem. This looks wrong, but it's only because it looks like this is coming out of here, but it's not. The potato's crying. Now I can still choose what I'm going to do with this space. Do I need it for wood? Do I need it for food? Do I need it for aquatic food? I still can say, okay, I'm going to build a dam here and here, which I'm not going to do. So the water stays in here. I'm going to build a Schleuse somewhere here so I can still refill it once and twice. And then I can build another aquatic farmhouse around here to plant all of this stuff with aquatic food, obviously. But I'm more than fine with all of this aquatic food here. Just don't forget, water is going to delete itself on the edge of the map. That's why I'm not scared that this is overflowing right now currently. So the next thing, as already mentioned, aquatic farmhouses. They aren't as bad as you think they are. We still have more than enough potatoes, but too many of those sea roses thingy things. Just gonna quickly change it. I still have only one grill, but maybe I'm gonna get another one. But currently on this work account, this amount of population can be fed with all of this. Well, actually, more could be fed with this, but I digress. Build your aquatic farmhouses if you don't want to waste the good green grass space. You can build your aquatic farmhouses on top of your bases, obviously. This is pretty nice and dandy. You can also do that and use that for your water pumps. I am going to build a water pump here, a big one. And I will need to build base structure platform here, so I have enough space for a water pump later on. A big water pump, not a small one. Obviously, you should build a big water pump. One big water pump is better than 5 small ones and does not use up as much water as it does not use up as much space as 5 small water pumps. But they do cost much wood, very much wood. They do cost gears and refined planks or quality planks or whatever it's called in English. And yeah, build big water pumps, and if you have to, build them on top of the river. I don't have to do it, but I had to do it with the farmhouse. While we are on the topic of farmhouses, in general, a farmhouse doesn't matter if it's aquatic or not aquatic. Build 2 of them in close proximity, because one of them can focus on harvesting and the other one can focus on planting and sowing. That way, you are further away from starvation. It's gonna help you on those 1, 2, 3 times where you have to edge out this much food. It will edge out this much food if you do plant 2. And 1 is prioritized for harvesting, the other one for planting. Also, if you can, build these right next to each other. It doesn't matter if it's aquatic or not. Like, if you can, build them like this. Because this is where it starts to calculate the range where it can grow or not grow stuff. You can see it's not changing, not even one tiny bit, because they start from the same position, which is pretty nice. I would have done it on this map, but it was so small that I had to use all the space I could for foraging, for harvesting, and planting trees. It already was such a hassle because... Oh, they are already working too? Why is it so good right now? What's happening? Sorry. Sorry, I don't want to get off topic. Yeah. And the next thing, obviously, also what I forgot to mention, not the next thing, the thing I forgot to mention is they can swim underneath and plant all of this. I do not have to put another ladder. Ladder. Oh my god. Ladders would also be pretty great. But I mean stairs. I don't need to build stairs. Ladder would not work in game kind of sense. Maybe rope. Oh no. But I hate stairs because they take so much. Ladders could work. Of course, they can be built on top of each others. Of course. Not for carrying, but for transportation. Not carrying big stuff, but well, on the other hand, they could just animate them carrying the stuff on the back with a belt or something. I don't know. Just forget what I just said. There are no ladders or ropes or anything like that. Yeah, that's the most stuff I wanted to teach you, to show you. Bad water is not that bad. Water fountain reserve. Farmhouses, aquatic farmhouses. They are pretty nice, don't forget those. And the next thing I want to show you is to build 3 scientists. Inventors. Not scientists, inventors. 1 on neutral, 1 on very high priority, and 1 the not so high priority, but still higher than neutral priority. That way you can see how much population you have free to use and redirect. Because if you see all 3 spinning, you know, okay, I can, if I have to, I can redirect just people to do stuff. Like anything on pause? No, I have a very great population right now. Okay, cool. Nonetheless, wait, what? Okay, no, this is a perfect example. Like, I don't have enough transporters right now, and I could just say, okay, this is spinning, so I know I can just redirect these priorities into the highest priority, and voila! I have one who's working for me. He stopped, and now he's working. That's why I always build 3 inventors. I don't need them right now, so I'm just gonna leave it as it is. And I'm gonna tell you what is the next thing I'm going to do. Obviously, I will get more wood now, since I have more green space. I can now build better dudes that plant stuff. I don't know what Förster in English is at the moment. The forest guy. I just destroyed that one that was built here because it's not the best place for this. Also, I want the metal out of here, so I'm gonna rebuild one somewhere here, I think. Or maybe I use this space for more trees. Don't know yet. But I'm gonna get metal. I'm gonna build a wind park. I did something stupid, which I only consider stupid right now. Because I was thinking about building the water stream down here. That way I could always use water wheels as long as any kind of water is flowing. To generate energy. But right now I'm like, I don't think that I'm gonna need it. I think this is more than enough for me here, so I think I just will replace these with a wind park. I'm just gonna build so many on top of these as I can. Later on I'm gonna replace them with these as soon as I have paper. But I need these first to build paper. This looks nice. This took quite a long time. But okay. And yeah, I can use all of this for that. And this should be enough energy to... Wait, not for everything. Not for everything. This is... No, this isn't. This is also not what I... Which was it? Which was it? Something needed very much energy. Very, very much. I don't remember what it was. This doesn't need any energy. I can't remember what was... What needed very much energy, but whatever. But yeah, this wind park here should be enough to power up whatever I'm going to need. I will now build an energy park here, but as said, probably with windmills instead of water wheels. And I will upgrade these later on with the big windmills, wheels, energy, something. And then I will do whatever I want on this map. As soon as I get robots, I'm done with this map. Obviously. But at first, I have to get there. This will literally be the next step. I'm just harvesting all the trees, get my metal from here, build the energy sources I need from here, connect them all together with batteries. We'll build some batteries in case if it's not windy enough. Maybe I will do another stream down here. Maybe. I'm not sure. I don't think so, to be honest. I could do it, but maybe I won't. Let's see. Get all the metal, build all the stuff that I need. Get the good planks, the quality planks, the good quality planks. And then I'm going to build, obviously, zip lines from here to here, and into the center. I will also build one, maybe on top of a big house. Oh yeah, something I forgot to mention. You do not, I repeat myself, you do not need the biggest house or any other houses than those defaulted ones, unless you really think that these are way better as default ones. But volume wise, if you have this... Oh wait, it's a little bit too close. It's okay. Volume wise, if you have this, it is technically the same as just doing this. This can hold 9 villagers. 3 of these can hold 9 villagers. So in the end, the volume is the same. So you don't really need those unless you have a very perfect fit in the map for those. But most of the time, I would have just simply be fine to build only 2 houses on top of each other, like... Wait, I'm gonna show you. Like this. And I still have way more than enough space. To be honest, this is a very nice thing to do with these. Yeah. I like the default house very much because, as you can see, I am implementing these into my environment. This is badly implemented, but because I wanted to build this as soon as possible. By the way, yes, let's start this for a very short amount of... What? Oh, yeah, okay, it's flooding. It's just slow. I'm used to at least 2 times the speed. And we can stop this and that. Okay, good. This already is this and that high. Okay, good. I need to take care of the dry season. As you can see, you can simply implement these pretty good into the environment if you are smart enough, obviously. If you actually do not have enough space and think that these are better, yes, then go ahead and use these. But let's be honest, what is the difference between having 1 or 2 like this, or 3 or 6 like this? Or, if you're actually honest with you, what's the difference between this or this? Wait. Not much, except for the resource used. Wait, this is right. I'm sorry. Bad example. Bad example. And now it's the same space. In the end, this space holds as much villagers as these. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, misclick. What a save. What a save. How is my crying potato? They are pretty fine. Okay, they're still crying. Good. I think this is now all what I wanted to teach you, to show you, to tell you. I think I've told you everything that was needed for, not for beginners, for not amateurs. In German we say fortgeschritten. Fortgeschrittene are those that are right after beginners. You learned the basics, and this is advanced for people that are advanced. This may be boring stuff for pros, but sometimes even in an advanced course, you still learn something. I hope that I taught you everything that I wanted to teach you and showed you everything that I wanted to show you. I hope that you can take inspiration from my build. One way or the other, like for real. I really hope you can take inspiration from my build. And let's be honest, this map is quite fun, even if it's very small, because you have to do stuff like this, or this. Ain't it? We like the suffering, don't we? Okay, this should be it. I think I'm done. Yeah, I think I'm done. I think I'm actually done. Thank you for watching. If you were watching, you did not start sleeping right now. I'm waving my hand right now currently. Yeah, have fun and test my stuff out that I just showed you. For real, just test it out. Take that knowledge. Test it out. Yes. Thank you, have fun, bye bye. I'm gonna just sit around for 1 whole minute more. Look at my stuff. Look at what I've taught you just right now. Oh, yeah. Obviously, I have to flex. If I haven't done it already. I did all this without gears, without paper, without metal, without much complex energy sources and so on. And yada yada yada. And only 2 inventors. Yes, I'm so good. I'm the best. Look at this. All the screen area. All of this. Not so much bad water. Ha ha ha. And so on. And yeah, I think I flex enough. Enough cringe. Enough babbling. Enough of everything. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning. Thanks for taking notes and all that. Have fun. Bye bye. Yeah, bye bye.